Parker, do you see this book? It is called The Tall Book of Make-Believe. You see how there's a little bear down here riding in front of a rock? He's sitting in amongst the grass and the dandelions. And there's a caterpillar up here. Here's a tiny little man with his tiny house. And there is a ladybug. If you look way up here, you see a little fairy watering the flowers. Parker, my mommy read to me out of this book all the time when I was a little girl. It has some of my favorite stories. And when I grew up and Paul was my little boy, I found this book in the bookstore and I was so happy because the book that my mother had read to me out of was very old and had fallen apart and had not made it. So I had to get this book for Paul, and now I'm excited to read you some of my favorite stories out of here. And today, I want to read you one called One Day When We Went Walking by Valine Hobbs. One day when we went walking, I found a dragon's tooth, a dreadful dragon's tooth. A locust thorn, said Ruth. One day when we went walking, I found a brownie's shoe, a brownie's button shoe. A dry pea pod, said Sue. One day when we went walking, I found a mermaid's fan, a merry mermaid's fan. A scallop shell, said Dan. One day when we went walking, I found a fairy's dress, a fairy's flannel dress. A mullein leaf, said Bess. Next time that I go walking, unless I meet an elf, a funny, friendly elf, I'm going by myself. When she went walking with other people, they messed up her imagination, didn't they? They didn't want to dream and believe with her. I don't blame her. I would go by myself too, unless I met a friendly, funny elf.